Hey there, everybody. Happy Friday. Melissa here with Coaching with Melissa and In the Nitty Gritty. This is my private Facebook group page where I come in to share with you tips, tools, and strategies to help you grow your business. And this week, we're going to talk about zigging instead of zagging, or zig instead of zag, to create more visibility, more engagement, and therefore more sales in your business. So I'm super excited about this training. So come on in and let's get real. Hey Liz, how are ya? My kids are home. It's driving me crazy. How about you? Not as much as being productive up here, but you know what? It's one day. We can do it. All right, today I want to talk about this. This is part of a training that I'm going to be doing. It'll be a freebie on my website in the next couple days, and then I'm going to be doing parts of it on the podcast and then parts of it in here. So parts of it you may have heard already, but I wanted to share it with you. Zig instead of zag, yet stay in your lane. What do I mean by this? I am not the only dance studio in town. I also have another business. I sell Rodan and Fields. That's a skincare line. There are a ton of people selling that. How can I stick out? How can I be memorable? How can I be different in my positioning without seeming like I'm forced down somebody's throat, right? So every time I post or every time I email, I'm trying to create the hook or create the why would somebody keep reading? And I'm going to share with you some examples that I've done in my business, and maybe you can use that in yours. All right, in Denver, fighting altitude. Okay. Well, hello from Denver. That's awesome. Cool. Hope you're feeling okay. I want to talk about, for example, for the dance studio. Every dance studio or most dance studios have a sprung floor, but do they talk about it? And that is a way to position yourself as being different. And with my studio, we have a sprung floor, and people were asking about it. They're like, what is this floor? Because they saw the studio actually being built and how it was all working out. And so it created an opportunity to talk about it, educate about that, and share that this is I take my teachers' bodies, like I don't want to, I take my students and my teachers and my staff seriously as far as keeping us healthy and providing the best for my students and faculty in the setting that they're at. So we're not dancing on cement. We're not dancing just on wood floor. It's a sprung floor, and I talk about this. And posting a picture is something where it's like, what is this, look at how we made this floor, or something like that, or this is a unique way, guess what's under our floor? Pool noodles, or something like that, so that, what is that about? And then people read, and then they go, oh, well, and then I'm top of mind, well, because the dancing house has a sprung floor, but every dance studio in town has a sprung floor. I'm pretty darn sure of it, okay? Because otherwise the teachers went last. But it sets me apart. Another one for the studio, dance studios for sure, they talk about confidence. This is a confidence. Dance creates confidence in kiddos. Well, that's kind of yeah, we hear that all the time. But do we have a story to go with it? Could you create a story of, like, meet little Emma. She's a little 5-year-old. She started with me a year ago. Emma wouldn't even come into the classroom without her mom. And it took a few weeks to do that. But now Emma runs into class. She is actually the leader in class. And talk about that story and talk about Emma and that transformation that Emma had. So that way when another mama sees little Emma's story, they go, oh my gosh, this might be what little Susie needs. Okay? And those transformational stories are huge. So how can you use that in your business? I'm going to give you an example I just had this past week. I knew I needed to post on my personal page because I sell Rodan and Fields. I needed to post about that. It's been a while. It's kind of on the down low. I mean, not on the down low. I do it, but I don't promote it as much as my coaching or my studio. But it's there, and it's a legit part of my income. So I needed to post, and I'm like, I don't want to just post before and afters. Before and afters are huge. Everybody's doing them. How can I post differently? Well, I'm single. I'm also going on some dates, and I recently had a date, and I took a selfie because this mama does not get out of the messy hair and leggings very often, and so I wanted to document it. And then I was thinking, I was like, I can position this and I knew my heading. I knew it would catch. I knew it would be, people would read it because I'm never out of leggings. So they would see me dressed up, so that was eye-catching. But then my caption was, dating when you're 40 is not for the faint of heart. Okay, dating in your 40s. Well, that will get people to read. So I talked about the story of how do you have to be brave and blah, blah, blah. But thank goodness I don't have to worry about my skin or lashes because they are on point, okay? But everything else we weren't about, all right? So that was a way to position it, talking about that business without saying, look at this before and after, or you should buy this. It made people think. And sure enough, in my inbox, I have somebody wanting product, a brand new client, okay? So there's ways that you can position and zig instead of zag, all right? I don't do a lot of before and afters unless they're just a me, but I'm trying to, how can I hook them differently? And so I used that dating picture, or the picture when I went out on a date, and it got a lot of traction, okay? So how can you do that in your business? How can you educate your audience or share with them something that it's hard sometimes when we're in our own business to think differently. Like, oh my gosh, everybody talks about confidence in dance, but maybe you could talk about even, for me, there's something stirring in my mind. I have this awesome group of 50 plus women that come for a tap class. And the camaraderie in that class is like none other, because these ladies have gone through so much already, and most of them are in their 60s actually. So some of them are widowed, some of them, they've had kids move out of the house, they've had these transition in life that are bigger, and it's just lovely how they've come together. So that is a story that I will share about. They are brave, they're doing something that's just for them, but not for them, but for them for so many different reasons, okay? So there's something stirring and it's coming, and it will be more about the camaraderie of taking class together, even, as we're older. So selling that class differently and showing different highlights of what we do, what the class is, versus, hey, I have this class for 50 plus year olds, come and take it, It's just a different way to zig instead of zag. So I hope that got the wheels turning for your business. If you would like a little bit more help or a little specific more help with your business, DM me. I am all about that. I love it when people message me, ask questions, and I'll respond right away to you, but then I can also use it and share it in here, share your story or a version of it in here to the others so that people can learn, okay? That's what this is all about. I am taking, people are starting to sign up for the mastermind coaching that launches in April. Okay, so this is for women. It's a new cohort of 4 amazing women that are going to lean into each other and mastermind with each other and get coaching from me one-on-one. This is a group that is tight. And there's more information on my website. So MsMelissaRose.Simplero.com, and you can look at the level of coaching and get on the wait list. That nothing is due except we're gonna have a conversation to see if it's right for you, okay? I wanna make sure I have the right people in there and make sure it's right for you. So if you're interested in that, it's a 90-day commitment where we're gonna focus on clarity, visibility, and taking your business to the next level. So if that interests you, I will put the link below. Probably not right away because I gotta jet over to the studio, but it will get here soon. All right? Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your takeaways or message me if you have any questions. Peace, guys. Have a good day.